I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
I'm Cindy Bayliss. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, and this is my fourth time to Medjugorje.
When did you hear the first time about Medjugorje in your life?
Oh boy, I heard about it in 1984. My mother-in-law from Trinidad went to Medjugorje and I wanted to experience it. And I didn't get to until 2005. And coming to Medjugorje for my first time was such an experience that I had to come back.
Why?
There's just this feeling of deep-seated peace that it's just with you and it just holds you, and there's nothing that you can actually do. It just it sits in you.
And you came 4 times, you said, no?
Yes, I came 4 times. Yes.
Did you receive any personal healing or special graces here being in Medjugorje?
No, but I know that when I'm feeling peaceful, that those that I meet when I go home know that there is peace within me, and with that they get that feeling off of me. And so with that, I can sit with them and chat with them about Medjugorje, the love of our Holy Mother, the love of Jesus, the love of the Eucharist, the love of the practice of opening your heart to them.
And you pray the Rosary?
I do.
Why do you pray the Rosary?
It is a beautiful chant. That's how I think of it. That once I start praying it, I start to feel elevated away from everything that causes us to be, not burdened, but sometimes we are distracted. And it just makes me feel so much more, in connection with God. I feel that communion, and I feel that communion with our Holy Mother. As a mother myself and a grandmother, we need guidance. We need to be good mothers and good spouses. And when I fell in love with our Holy Mother, I just became a better mother, a better spouse.
Can you describe that way? What happened? Got more calm?
I actually went to a beautiful place in Venezuela called Betania, where our Holy Mother was appearing. And I actually became a tour guide on that pilgrimage. And in a very short space of time, I had gone multiple times to where she was appearing in Venezuela. And in 1991, when I went for my first visit, the Eucharist bled, which it is a proved Eucharistic miracle up to this day.
Wait, what happened?
The Eucharist that was being consecrated, the priest, when he consecrated it, the blood started to spout from the Holy Eucharist.
You saw that?
Yeah, well, I didn't physically see it, but I was present on the day it happened, December the 8th, 1991.
Wow.
And it was on an apparition site, a Marian apparition site. And it became very well known after that. People from all over the world were flooding to Venezuela. And with that experience of seeing the body and blood of Jesus, the true representation of the Eucharist, the blood, knowing that he is truly there, it just made me feel, so happy to know that I have experienced something unique and different that people would wish to see. And that was really the beginning of my own journey with our Holy Mother and Jesus in the Eucharist. So, and then I went back home and I started doing devotions to Mary for my parish, Our Lady of Fatima Church. I started to do devotions to her because my parish at the time did not have devotions to our Holy Mother publicly from May to October. And in between that, I got helped open a shrine to the Divine Mercy of Jesus. So we have devotions to Jesus on Divine Mercy Sunday, which is the Sunday after Easter. And so I've done a lot of outward work for our Holy Mother. I make rosaries because I just wanted people to have a rosary. So I started to make mission rosaries. And then I started to make just beautiful rosaries just to be able to give away, or, it
And
just...
what changed? Does your husband say you got more calmer, or what?
Oh, my husband, he's an absolutely beautiful man. I call him my honey. And he had a great devotion to, as a Catholic, he had a devotion to Jesus, and we went to Mass every weekend as a married couple. And we brought the kids up in the faith. And with that, it has just made us a better couple. I could say a holy family, because I introduced Jesus and Mary from a very early age to the kids. And I've had many, many blessings. My kids actually have had physical healings. I may not have had physical healings, but my spiritual awakening helped me pray better, which also helped them be healed in many different things in their life. And even now, as they're adults, I help counsel them and help support them, always guiding them to pray, when they stray away, that they could actually start back again. It's okay if you forgot, but you could start back.
And maybe, what is God the Father for you? Can you describe it?
God the Father, I have a great devotion and love for him, because through getting to know our Holy Mother, she took me to Jesus in the Holy Eucharist. And I could not help but recognize God the Father, who has given us a beautiful gift of his son Jesus. So at first I thought God the Father was a judging God. I was a bit scared of actually thinking that God the Father, to talk to him, it was very hard, because I thought he would be judging. And then when I understood that Jesus represented his Father and the love that Jesus had, I just fell in love with God the Father. So now I talk to him as a father, and I'm very open with anything that I have to share. I don't feel as if I'm going to be judged by him. I feel he looks at me lovingly and is happy to have me, his daughter, come to him whenever I'm in need. So I have embraced God the Father over the years. It took me a while.
And what would you tell people? I hear a lot of people they talk about the marriage is not good, or how to find a partner. You seem to have a stable, good marriage. What would you tell these
Yes,
people?
I'm 37 years married now. I believe that in marriage, when you begin as a young couple, it's good to continue loving God and bringing God into your relationship. It cannot work without God. And I've learned that, meeting young couples or older couples who are having difficulty, I say to them, where is God? And how come he's not in your life? And if you reignite that love that he has for you in your marriage, you will get that grace, you will get that, because it is a covenant. And once you recognize God the Father in your marriage, it will bring great love and joy and peace, everything that you desire within your marriage.
Beautiful. And what would you tell people? What is so special about Medjugorje? Why should they come on time here?
I say to everyone who I encourage to come that it changes you. There's something about it that we just can't put words to. But once you get there, you would understand what I'm talking about. And it just sits with you, it just fills you and to overflowing. So much when you experience it, you want to go back and share with everyone that about this beautiful place. Our Holy Mother truly is calling us, to understand that she's a loving mother. She's a mother who wants her children to follow her. And once we follow her, we'll be fine, we'll be safe. Everything she will help us. She's like the boat. And we just have to join jump in that boat and go with her to wherever she is ready to lead us to, which is to God the Father and her Son Jesus.
Thank you so much for this beautiful interview.
Thank you very much.